So today I'm going to explain the logic behind factoring. If you've ever taken a math class before, you've probably been asked to factor something that looked like this, right? And maybe you've asked, well, why would I want to do that? So the reason behind doing this is that it's going to allow us to find solutions to this quadratic. So let's say, for instance, this was equal to 0, right? All right, so from the last video, I know that once I factor this using the AC method or quadratic formula or whatever, I'm going to get this. All right. So, factoring it allowed me to get two different pieces, right? This piece and this piece. And this is all equal to 0. So what do we know about multiplying and getting 0? Well, we know that either this one could have been 0 or this one could have been 0, right? And if either one of these is 0, then this equation holds true. The whole thing is 0. All right, so now what I need to do to find the answer to this is I need to set one part to 0 and the second part to 0. So let's do that. Okay, so first one, 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. So if I solve for that, right, move the 5 on the other side, add both sides, I get 2x equals 5. And from there, I'm going to get that x equals 5 over 2. So that's one answer. 5 over 2 is one answer. And the other one, x plus 1 equals 0. That's pretty simple. X is just equal to negative 1. All right, so now I have that both of my solutions, x was equal to 5 over 2, and it was also equal to negative 1. These are my two answers to that quadratic. If you asked me what x's would set 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 to 0, if I plugged in negative 1 or 5 over 2, I would get 0. So that's the reason you want to factor, is because it allows you to solve that quadratic. Maybe you're asking, well, what if the answer is not 0, right? What if it's a non-zero answer? Well, then I'm just going to make it 0. So if I have something like 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 equals 20, I'm just going to set that to 0. So what I do is I subtract 20 from both sides, and I get 2x squared minus 3x minus 25, and this equals 0 now, right? It's the same equation. I've just subtracted 20 from both sides. And then now I'd go through the same steps. I'd factor this, I'd be able to solve. So the reason you factor is so that you can find solutions